Now, when we're unable to access a particular resourceful state, we have three foci that we can use for accessing and inducing a resourceful state. Now, the first way we can do it is either by remembering a state, where we can use our memories to recall a time we thought, felt, or experienced a particular resource. Now, the other way is that we can create a state where we can use our imagination to wonder about what it would look like, what would it sound like, what it would feel like, etc. And then finally, there's modeling a state in someone else. When you ask the question, who do you know who thinks, feels, and acts in this resourceful way? So the first step to inducing a state is that you want to catch a state and process and anchor it. So just to give you a brief overview of what anchoring is just a process of associating an internal response with an external or internal trigger. We're going to talk about this more a little bit later, so you don't have to worry about too much about that right now if it doesn't make sense. Now, by accessing and anchoring a state, you can assist a person in learning how to control their subjectivity. And obviously, you need to be in uptime in order to do this. So that way, you're really paying attention to what's going on with the person in front of you. Or for self, then you want to be paying attention to yourself and your own external triggers that your body is presenting to you. Now, in the second step, you want to ask them to specifically remember that state. So what did that state of whatever it is looks like? Or now that state could be anything. It could be that state of confidence or a state of relaxation, a state of excitement, whatever. You can ask them, what did that state look like? What did it feel like? What did it sound like when they were experiencing it? And have that person, make sure the person is using their creative imagination about the components that make up that state. Now, next thing you want to do is you want to intensify that state. So you really want to amplify the representations. We were talking about this in a previous video in regards to the submodalities, the fine distinctions of each representational system. So you want to identify the driver submodalities that really help to make the representations really sensory rich and full. And also, I recommend using various linguistic intensifiers such as astoundingly, incredibly, strikingly, words that really help to give it that extra oomph. You know what I mean? Next, step 4 is you want to access the physiology of the state, which pretty much means that you want to put your body in the same type of posturing, movements, breathings that corresponds with that state. So you want to ask the person, show me with your body what it would feel like if you fully and completely experience X, and X being whatever that state is. Now, step number 5 is you want to gauge the state. You want to ask them, how much do you now experience X, X being the state? And if they had a score between 0 and 10, 0 for not at all and 10 for totally, what would be the score? How much do they really experience that state? So that's all I have for you today, guys, as far as for state induction. In the next video, we're going to be talking about state interrupt. And also, if you want to go and dive deeper with learning about how the mind works, I highly recommend checking out this program called The Hidden Laws of Mental Dynamics, where you will discover the 7 hidden laws of how your mind works. For more information on that, all you have to do is go to pciinstitute.net/HLMD. And if you're on this channel right now and this is your first time being exposed to PCI Institute, highly recommend hitting that subscribe button so that way you will be subscribed to the channel, as well as tapping the bell icon so you'll be part of the notification squad as soon as the next video drops. This is James House, founder of PCI Institute, signing off. Hope you guys got a lot of value out of this, and I will see you on the next video. Peace.